Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the Sketchup webinar. Thank you for joining us in today's online webinar. I hope that everyone here is safe and healthy. My name is Leslie Ocero, Senior Product Manager at Challenge Systems, Inc., together with Hazel Ann Escanlar, Product Specialist at WSI Philippines, Inc. We are going to be your hosts for today's webinar. Today, we are presenting SketchUp 2020, a winning platform for everyone. Of course, presented by SketchUp Philippine Distributor WSI and Silver Partner Reseller Challenge Systems Inc. We have our speaker today, Marut Hirabachara from Regional. Um, he's the Regional Channel Manager for SketchUp, who will later talk about SketchUp subscription license. We have some prizes in store after each speaker's presentation, so listen intently and you might just be the winner of a Gcash prize. So just a little housekeeping before we get started. If you have any questions during the presentation, please type in them into the question box in your GoToWebinar control panel, and we'll address them after the presentation. And we will also have time for questions at the end. So now, without further ado, we will turn you over to our first presenter today, Mr. Richard Padilla. He is the president of Challenge Systems, Inc.
Hello, good afternoon, everybody. We would like to thank you for taking the time to attend this webinar. So we would like to thank also WSI and everybody at SketchUp for co-hosting this event with us. We feel that this is a very timely event and everybody will learn a lot from it. The partnership has grown over the years and we would like to thank everybody um, for the business success that we had. And we would like to make sure that everybody will make the best out of this webinar. And of course, we're coping with the new normal, so hope everybody is safe and healthy, as Leslie said. So for those who do not know Challenge Systems, we would just like to give you a brief introduction of our company. We are a system integrator in the media and entertainment industry. So obviously, we also cater to several industries. We also cater to the manufacturing sector, to the AEC market, which is architectural engineering and construction, to the broadcast industry, and to other companies on a horizontal basis with our other product lines, such as DDN storage, Dell EMC. But today we will be focusing on SketchUp, and we are very thrilled to give you the highlights of the products and as our go-to-market model, we will also be enjoying to do some trainings and some more webinars and some more product features moving forward. So without further ado, we would like to turn over also some of our affiliations in the market. We've partnered with several organizations to bring forward the solutions that we have to have a greater reach. So we're members of the Game Development Association of the Philippines, with the Animation Council of the Philippines, with Verde Green Building Council. And like I said before, in this slide, you will see the different sectors that we address. So without further ado, I'd like to turn it back to Leslie so that we can get going. Thank you very much and have a good afternoon ahead.
Thank you, Sir Richard. If you have any inquiries, just email us at marketing@challenge.com.ph and go to our website for the list of products that we sell. Okay. For the next presenter, okay, we would like to turn you over to Hazel Escanlar to introduce Mr. Oliver Paul. He's a solutions Manager of Wordtext Systems, Inc.
Hey everyone, good afternoon. As mentioned by Hazel, I'm Oliver. I'm the Solutions Manager from WSI. So WSI, as mentioned a while ago by Leslie, is the exclusive distributor of Sketchup in the Philippines. So we also distribute a wide array of other products. So these are the products that we carry today. So specifically today, we'd like to talk about SketchUp. And as a distributor, we'd like to remind everyone that we only work with value-added resellers. One of them being Challenge. So we're very grateful to be working with Challenge today to present to you SketchUp. So if you want to learn more about our other products and SketchUp specifically, you can go to our website written here. And then we also have our social media accounts, Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, and YouTube. And for those of you joining us from other parts of the Philippines, we also have our Cebu and Davao branch. So in case you have an inquiry for any product that is not SketchUp related, you can contact us directly at sales@wsifil.com.ph. And lastly, we invite you all to visit our e-commerce site, WeSellIt.ph. So right now, I'll turn you back to Hazel.
Okay. Thank you so much, Sir Oliver. And now we would like to introduce you to our speaker. He is actually the regional channel sales manager of SketchUp, and Mr. Margaret Giro Bichala, to talk about the directions of the SketchUp licensing. Hello, Margaret.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for your time to attend our webinar today, right? So today I would like to discuss about the direction of the SketchUp licensing to you, right? Okay, next slide, please. First, I would like to introduce you about or this to explain to you about our SketchUp ecosystem, right? When you purchase or subscribe to our SketchUp software, right, you're able to access to several of the application or the function and feature that allow you to enhance or increase your productivity, right? For example, you will get the SketchUp Pro, right, in the middle of the software, and then you get the application called layout, that is a 2D capability and the documentation, right? Then you on the below one on the left hand is a style builder that allow designer to design or create their own style of the line to use in the design. Then on the right hand side, you will see that you will access to the 3D warehouse. That is a free 3D model library for you to use in your design. And then the last one is about the extension warehouse, that we have several of hundred or thousand of the plugin that you can use into your SketchUp software to increase your productivity when you use, or easier for you to design, right? Okay, next slide, please. So as I mentioned, right, today I would like to talk about the SketchUp licensing, right? We have two types of license right now. First one we call classic license, and second one we call subscription license. For the classic license, right, you will know as a perpetual license. Right? You buy it, you use it for the rest of your life. For the classic license, we got several options inside. First one we call single user is a one-to-one. Right? You buy one single user license for one person to use the software. The next one is about the network license that allow you to share. For example, you buy 5, you can share. You can install right to the as many as computer that you would like to use, but you can concurrently use up to the license that you have. For example, you buy 5, you install 10, you can use 5 together at the same time. It's good for the customer who are working on the shift, basis, right? Maybe every 8 hours, like the oil refinery or something. And the last type of the classic license we call enterprise licensing. This one is a little bit different because it's similar. It's a term license that's similar to subscription with some of the minimum requirement, for example, like 100 seat minimum. If you would like to know on the enterprise licensing, right? Please feel free to reach challenge or WSI. We are able to explain to you more about this one on the enterprise licensing. So now move on to the second type of the license that we call subscription. It's a term-based license that's similar for the CAD/CAM industry or the design industry software that you use, for example, Adobe, or even the one that close to your life is a Netflix, right? You subscribe, you're able to use on the period of time that you subscribe with us. Okay, next one, please. So as I said that today I would like to discuss about the direction of the Sketchup licensing, right? By now you should know that on the 4th of November 2020 this year, right? We will end off sell our perpetual license and also maintenance and support. What does it mean, right? On the timeline, it means that from today until the 4th of November, as a customer, you're still able to purchase the new classic license and also maintenance and support, the renew one. And then on the 4th of November, right, the second timeline, on the 4th of November is the last day for customer to purchase the single user and the network classic license or the perpetual license, also maintenance and support. And then the last timeline is about the day after 4th of November, right? Classic license is no longer available to sell or purchase. Customer who would like to use or access to the Sketchup software, we will do via the subscription models. And for the customer who are on the classic license, you're still able to use the software on the latest version that you own it, because it's a perpetual license, right? Okay, next slide, please. As I said that we are going to move our license to the subscription model, right? Why is a subscription? Because subscription model has been proven for many software vendor that is the most effective way for the customer to access to the software, right? Or to use the software at the lower price. So that's why the model is quite popular, right? And for the subscription, it's make it easy for the customer also. Because when you are looking for the software or something, right, we simplify the way that how the customer experience our Sketchup technology. First, just simple, right? You choose the product that you would like to use, Sketchup Pro that I mentioned before, right? Or you choose the more premier version called Sketchup Studio, that you will get the several software, the daylight and energy analysis for your design at the pre-design stage. Right? Once you choose the software, right, it's simple. Second step is choose the time range or the how long that you would like to be with us, right? We got the 3 options for you on that one. It's an annual subscription, or 2-year subscription, or 3-year subscription. If you decide to be with us for 3-year subscription, right, you will get more financial benefit of the 15% on the 15% off the price of 3-year annual subscription. So it means you get 15% discount. Okay, next one, please. As we moving to the subscription, right? The question that might be from the customer is, How about customer on the classic license? What should they do? What can they do, right? So we got the offer who are on the classic license, right? First, it's about single user that on the single user customer on the classic license. You will get 60% off the annual subscription price for the first year. And it's a one-to-one migration. It means that you got one single user perpetual license, right? You are eligible for the one subscription at 60% off. Then please note that 2 years and 3 year subscription are not available for the conversion promotion, only the annual, right? And then the good thing that I would like to highlight, after you convert single user classic license, right? You can see from the red one that customers still able to use or permit to use, right? Or legal to use the classic license that you own, on the version that you own, right? So it means that you still got the right to own the perpetual license, and then you got the subscription license at the same time. Okay. Next slide, please. Okay. This one is about the network classic license, because last one is about the single user, right? This one is about the network perpetual license. For the user who are on the network license, right? We got two promotions for you. First, conversion promotion, 60% off, similar to single user. And then the second promotion called expansion promotion is a 25% off the annual subscription for the first year. The difference is for the network license, right? One seat, you will eligible for the 4 conversion promotion and another 4 expansion promotion. Total 8 seats in total, right? So it's a more offering to the customer who are on the network license. But the difference that I would like to point out, right, between single user and the network classic license is, you can see the red bullet below one, right, at the bottom. Customer on the network classic license, once they decide to go for the conversion promotion, right, and the expansion promotion, they are no longer able to use the network classic network license, right? So it's a different. For the single, you're still able to use. For the network, you are no longer. You got 30 days to post conversion to deactivate and uninstall the software. That is a different. So next slide, please. Okay, this one is the last slide to summary what we are going to offer to the customer on the classic license. You see the first one, right? Single user, right? You convert or migrate to subscription. You got the 60% of the annual subscription price with 1-to-1 ratio. The second below one in the chart is about the network license, right? It's a 60% off also, but you eligible, right? One seat eligible to 4 promotion. And then the expansion promotion, another 25% off, 1-to-4 also, 1-to-4 ratio also for the network classic license. So that is all that we are going to offer to the customer. And next one, please.
All right, so now we will move on to our next presenter. And the presenters, rather, they're from our applications engineers from WSI and Challenge Systems Inc. First one is Sir Alfred Saria and Miss Karen Pena to discuss about the Sketchup 2020 features and more. Okay.
Hi guys, good afternoon. I'm Alfred Saria, applications engineer for Sketchup in WSI, and here with us is Karen, application specialist from Challenge Systems Incorporated. And once again, good afternoon, and welcome to all the viewers. And first and foremost, we hope that you're all well and safe in these challenging times. And before we proceed directly to the updates for SketchUp 2020, allow me to share you something about SketchUp.
Can you show me the hood with tile behind it?
Can you help me 3D print my drone?
Can you quickly model the sketch?
Can you add a little bit more vegetation in the cockpit?
Can you create this whole project on your own?
Can you make it look more like a makerspace?
Can you make that rocket fly?
Can you show me a detail of the crown molding?
Can we add illumination to the pendant so the client can see the distribution of light?
Can you adjust the steps by the curtain wall?
Can you use different materials?
Can you fly it at the assembly?
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, you can do that in SketchUp.
Now, just a quick glance for all the viewers of what are the things that I'm going to discuss right now. So here's download and release notes. SketchUp products. This includes the subscription and studio. And what's new in SketchUp 2020 features. So some of you may know that SketchUp 2020 was released on January 28th. And on SketchUp's website download page, the latest version is shown. And same as before, it's available for those who use Windows and Mac OS. And on the right side, there is a release note. This is basically a page or summary of what's changed in the newly released version. This includes the performance, bug fixes, and small features added such as materials. And this really seems like it focused specifically on making organization of your models easier. Moving forward, these are the variety of SketchUp products you can choose from. First, the free version. That is for personal use, for practice, and for demonstration purposes only. Second, for commercial and professional work, we have the perpetual, which is the classic also, and the subscription that's renewable annually. Users will still be able to purchase SketchUp Pro perpetual license, as mentioned by Marut, And if they have existing licenses, they'll just have to renew their maintenance and support. Now included in a subscription, we have the Trimble Connect. It is a collaboration tool that connects the right people to the right constructible data at the right time. So here you can see, you can view multiple files of different formats simultaneously. Some leaders can assign to-dos and can access across multiple platforms. So once you're using subscription-based license, you'll have or you'll be eligible for unlimited storage and number of projects saved on your account. Again, this is a project collaboration platform built for construction industry, and project stakeholders can easily share, comment on, and manage the latest project documents. This includes the photos, drawings, and 3D models through cloud, and they can access their designs, buildings, structures, and operate phases of a project. So it provides up to the minute construction ready project information. They can view, review, and reference Tekla models, drawings, and other data you need for a successful construction project. Here also is another feature is the Sketchup viewer. It is used to collaborate and view your 3D model designs from anywhere. So take it a step further and see your designs from every angle with AR and VR. And this is available for those who are using Android mobiles and iOS or Apple. This is for free. Here is the SketchUp AR mobile. It enables you to store and share 3D models on your iOS again and Android. SketchUp Viewer is a great way to share your models with your clients. So this is exactly me working on a specific model, and I'm able to anchor it on the surface of my workstation. And another view is the immersed, where you will be able to virtually go inside the model you created. Next one is the XR or the mixed reality, which is available in for HoloLens. This is standalone device, and you will be experiencing your project in a real world scale right where it's going to be built. And this is the combination of augmented and virtual reality. And this includes in Microsoft Windows Mixed Reality, HTC Vive, and Oculus Rift. Here's how it looks like when you're actually using the HoloLens. This is the anchored view, and here is the immersed view. Another feature that's included in for the subscription license is the Pro Bundle layout. Now, layout will let you know which files are already open, so you're not creating multiple versions. Looks like someone's projects just got a little bit smarter. So also in both SketchUp and layout, we have made a boatload of improvements to our DWG import and export feature, including but not limited to support for AutoCAD 2018 file format. And I believe they are supporting also the latest version. And this is to increase precision and stability while minimizing data loss. And we added the ability to import and export with the materials for better BIM, interoperability, and workflows. Now, as mentioned by Marut, and here is the SketchUp Studio. Since SketchUp believes in helping students develop the skills they need for a successful career, SketchUp wants to provide them with all the products available to the AEC industry. And as far as what's included in SketchUp Studio, there are 12 products and services that are present as part of the Studio bundle. The SketchUp Studio subscription includes everything in Pro subscription with the addition of the Building Performance Analysis app which is the Sapphira. And in summary, Sapphira is a cloud-based computing solutions for high-performance building design. And this includes real-time energy analysis, daylight visualization, HVAC sizing, carbon emissions, and many more. And actually, in 2011, Sapphira won the Green Building Innovation of the Year Award at London's EcoBuild. And who cares about that? So Sapphira helps you make designs that use less energy, produce carbon dioxide, have smaller HVAC systems, use lots of natural light, and are more comfortable. And this benefit for both owners and building occupiers in a sense that it will produce high rental yields, high building sales price, saving money in build, and for the perspective of those who would like to occupy these structures, low utility bills, good marketing from being in a green building. And now I would like to show you a video
Welcome
about
to Sapphira, software for performance-based design. Performance-based design is an approach to building design that helps you understand your building early in the design process and make better design decisions based on real-time feedback. Sapphira is integrated with existing design tools, Sketchup and Revit. Performance-based design is not the same as energy modeling. Instead of validating your design at the later design stage, it will help you make good decisions early in the design process. Performance can mean daylighting performance, energy use, utility cost, cooling and heating loads, HVAC system sizing, and lots more. Sapphira has two products, Sapphira Architecture and Sapphira Systems. In Sapphira Architecture, you can study design decisions like building form, glazing amount, floor plate shape, shading design, and insulation levels. You can design facades that balance energy and daylighting. In Sapphira Systems, you can compare different HVAC options and study system sizing, peak loads, and energy conservation measures early in the design process. Get started now. Visit learn.sapphira.com to learn how you can use Sapphira to accomplish your performance goals.
Now, moving forward to Sketchup Studio for educational. These are the licenses available for students, educators, and universities. And this is the same product built for professionals. So all the features that are available for those professionals are also available for those who are in educational sector. Let's talk about the transition for student licenses. Both of these are one-year licenses, which require annual application for verification of student status. So this is unique for education because as students move from their first to final year, SketchUp wants to make sure that they are still enrolled. It should not be a tough transition for students because they're used to this one-year term license. And after this year, SketchUp plans that all students' licenses purchased are going to be SketchUp Studio for students. And when we look at the educator licenses, it's quite similar as for the students, but should submit requirements for verifications also. In the meantime, the institutional licenses are still available and will be phased out. And this is to SketchUp provides the tiered licensing to simplify the type of management for group purchasing and user management. So in summary, these are the comparisons between the classic or the term license and the SketchUp Studio for education. Now, for what's new in SketchUp 2020, here with us is Karen Peña.
Karen?
Yes, thank you, Red. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Karen. I'll be spending the next few minutes talking about the latest features and updates for SketchUp 2020. So you have several improvements for 2020. It's about game changer enhancements. It's all about workflow in SketchUp. So the first thing that we want to talk about is the outliner. So now you have the ability to organize your model straight within your outliner. So it means that you don't need to use unnecessary layers. So with SketchUp 2020, layers are now referred to as tags. Tags behaves exactly the same way as your layers did. So right in your screen is the difference between 2019 and 2020 versions. So as you can see, basically outliner, every object in your model has its own kind of layer that you can toggle, turn on and off. So it gives you a lot more control in outliner for each object in your model. Next slide, please. Also, with the new outliner, it's easier and faster for you to manage the visibility. So you can use the eyeball icon to toggle between visibility. So before you had to right click on objects inside the outliner to hide and hide them. So now with the upgrade, you can now click on the icon to turn objects on and off, which just makes the workflow easier compared to the way we had it before. And the next feature that we want to talk about is about grips. So there's a new grips on end and midpoints of objects. So it allows you to grab a point in an object and move it. Your object will go transparent. So it makes it easier to see and snap your objects in alignment. So next slide. So they've now added the ability to grab grips on the bounding edges of group models with both the rotate and move tools. So selected groups and components now display grips on the bounding box corner, so allowing for quick and accurate placement. So by default, this gives you grips for the midpoints or center points of your objects as well. So if you try to grab a grip that is blocked by an object, so your object will automatically turn into transparent. And in addition to SketchUp 2020 is the new visibility features for hidden geometry and objects. So now you have the ability to separate hidden objects from the hidden geometry for easier modeling experiences. So for example, when you're editing hidden edges in landscape or smooth surface, but you still want to be able to hide objects that are nearby. So aside from utilizing outliner, you can use this. And next slide. Also, they got now the new measurement units. So SketchUp added option to display unit measurement precisely. And yards has been added in the measurement options. As you can see here, the top surface of the model is chosen to be measured and the exact area appears in entity info. So another thing is that there is now yards, gallons, and liters in the units option. So this addition is underrated, but this is really beneficial for designers that includes pools in their plan. It gives them the exact amount of liquid needed to fill up a container on a certain size or depth. And of course, yes. And of course, next slide. There is more power in layout for SketchUp 2020. So now you have the ability to change style or camera angle directly in layout without accidentally losing your changers. So layout now understands a lot more about SketchUp model and what you've overridden. So meaning you can safely change style or camera angle directly without accidentally losing your changes. So how do you know what's the difference in your layout viewport versus your SketchUp model? So when you make a changes in layout parts of the menu bar will go dark gray, alerting you that you've made an override. And additional to this is that you now have the ability to link to model to resync your viewports back to your SketchUp model if needed. As mentioned earlier, layers are now called tags. So now you can link preset viewports from an existing SketchUp model to another model. You can toggle tag visibility straight in layout, so no longer required to create extra scenes for your layout files. And you can take those layout docs to the next dimension with different models and views. So if you have one SketchUp model that exists across several viewports, you can now relink just one of those viewports to another SketchUp model. So previously, you would need to delete the viewport, insert a new SketchUp model, and reset all of your scale settings and viewport sizing. The new layout gives you more efficient workflow. So yes. And lastly, it's worth mentioning that SketchUp 2020, I know majority of you are using V-Ray as render, is fully compatible with the latest version of V-Ray 2020. It works perfectly with V-Ray Next for SketchUp. And all of these features are available to users with an active SketchUp Pro and SketchUp Studio subscription, as well as classic license holders that are active with maintenance and support. And yeah, that brings me to the end of my presentation, and stay safe and healthy, everyone.
Thank you, Karen. Thank you, Red, for that very informative presentation of the latest of SketchUp 2020. Hazel?
Now, let's continue to our next presenter. She's actually the sales manager of EduPro, Miss Grace Dineros.
Yes, hello. Hi, good afternoon, everyone. So yeah, this is Grace again from EduPro Incorporated. So I'm here to present to you, of course, the SketchUp Learning Solutions. Next slide, please. So let me just introduce you first our company. EduPro is a technology training solutions provider for more than 24 years. So we've been delivering training and certifications, to companies from diverse industries. This is across Philippines and the Asia Pacific. So currently we offer comprehensive range of learning solutions. This includes IT trainings and business skills workshops, IT certifications, and of course IT consultation and rental of our facility. Currently, we are in partnership with top technology vendors such as Microsoft, CompTIA, Symantec, and Veritas. This is to deliver the authorized training. So recently, we have been appointed as the Master Authorized Training Center or the Master ATC of Trimble SketchUp. This is of course to offer you comprehensive training solutions on SketchUp products here in the Philippines. And for us to extend our market reach, we are working with SketchUp partners just like with Challenge Systems. So they could be our channel partner in delivering training nationwide. Next slide, please. So the training programs, we designed it and delivered, of course, in the context of our client's specific environment and business needs. So we have different learning modalities that would definitely fit your learning style and schedule. So you can choose from the classroom training in traditional or virtual setup. It could be self-paced or blended. And of course, it could be attended at our center or our sub ATC site, and also the client could choose their preferred location. And of course, we use consistent, high quality courseware, which are created by our subject matter experts and, of course, approved by Trimble. We also provide hands on laboratories. So, of course, the students will have the opportunity to practice what they have learned during the learning session. And all trainings are conducted by vendor certified instructors or experts with, of course, relevant industry and teaching experience. Next slide, please. So we will help you to take full advantage of the best software, of course, in 3D modeling. So we do have beginner level to advanced, and we will teach you how to create and edit 3D models. And of course, let you quickly explore SketchUp functionalities. So this program is suitable for students or professionals who either new or to 3D modeling or specifically on SketchUp. But even with basic level experience will do. Next slide, please. So you see, SketchUp may be easy to use, but of course, when you start using it, but the effectiveness would really depend on how the users would adopt to it. So as your learning partner, let us help you enable your skills enhancement and advancement. This is to identify and fill in those knowledge and skills gap. We'll be creating the appropriate learning solutions and of course build you a personalized learning experience. And with our training solutions, you can get the best return on your investment. Next slide, please. So if you want to know more about our services, specifically on SketchUp, you could simply check our website at www.com.ph/sketchup. By soon, we'll be launching our classes, so please be posted. Thank you.
We'd like to thank all the speakers today, the webinar. So thank you so much for your time, everyone. We really appreciate you being here. Again, I'm Leslie Osero, and together with Hazel Escanlar, we thank you so much for attending and taking your time today. God bless and stay safe and healthy.